Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Neyah, and in this pick a card we're gonna find out what are your spirit guides trying to tell you that you're not listening to. A lot of the times we are too distracted by our society, world, doubts, fears, worries, you name it, probably we're all been there. And so we are not able to understand what are the signals from our spirit guides. So hopefully in this pick a card, we're going to shed some light about it, keeping in mind that this is a general reading, and for private reading, the link is down below. I want you guys to focus and choose with your guts between deck number 1, 2, 3, or 4, and the timestamps are going to be down below. I'm going to be using the Angel Oracle book as well that you can find on Amazon paperback, and for those of you where the paperback is not available, I also created a version, an Amazon Kindle version that you can read through the mobile phone or through tablet that we're going to use today as well. So I'm going to show you how to use it. Okay, hopefully you already choose your stack, and let's get started. What are your spirit guides trying to tell you that you're not paying attention to? Let's start, obviously, for those of you who choose group number 1. All right, we have the Tower, so breakthrough. Then we have the 9 of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. Then we have the 8 of Autumn, which would be 8 of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Prioritize. The Children card. Charity, prayer, and contemplation. And Mother Mary, expect miracles, which is one of my favorite cards, so it doesn't look that dramatic as in the beginning. But let's see what message do we have from the Angel Oracle book. And in fact, I'm going to use it directly from my phone. So as you can see, guys, you have numbers over here. Either you think about a number and then pick it from the from down below, like in an oracle deck, or you just swipe it like in an oracle deck and just stop where you feel the message is. So let's try for those of you guys who choose group number 1. I want this one. So this message says, light guides you where you're meant to be. That is so spot on for what I'm seeing for you guys. Why am I saying that? The light guides you where you need to be. The Tower card is also depicted as a very tragic card. I mean, if you're probably taking my course, which by the way is down below, my tarot course, the Tower card is a breakthrough, but it's also the shaking of having foundations. So you are in a sort of resistance right now, being the 9 of Wands, because the 9 of Wands is a person that has built really a lot for himself or herself, relationship wise, career wise, however it fits for you. And so it's like, I really don't want to I really don't want to let this wands go. I worked so hard for this, and I also been hurted so much. Why should I let go? But the reality of the story is that the Tower was built in weak foundation. So your spirit guides are trying to tell you, please let go. Let this breakthrough transform you. Let the Tower fall, because there is something better. Yes, with the 8 of Autumn, we know that you put the effort on the things that you want to experience. We know you put the effort perhaps in this relationship. However, effort, we know you've been systematically consistent about it. But it's time to let the Tower fall, because we have something much greater for you. And yes, it looks and sounds scary, but remember the message that we have from the Angel Oracle book. Light guides you where you're meant to be. Let the angels, your spirit guides, guide you where you need to be. And sometimes one of our greatest gifts, it's not only enlightenment per se, which is the realization of who we are on a broader perspective, but it's understanding the lesson of surrendering to what it is best. I am seeing for those of you also, maybe you're dealing with the dark night of the soul. I did a video on Neyah Insights if you don't know what I'm talking about, and it's about really surrendering to this fall. Whatever is falling, let it fall. Don't crawl it. Don't cling to it, because there is something better. In fact, we have Archangel Metatron. By the way, I have a t-shirt with the sacred geometry of Metatron. The link is down below if you want to check it out. And this card talks about prioritizing right now. Perhaps you're dealing with a relationship that wasn't really meant to be, whether it was a twin flame or a soulmate, obviously, or maybe it was a shadow soulmate or shadow twin flame. I don't know if shadow soulmates really exist, but shadow twin flame, absolutely they do. I can do a video about it if you don't know what I'm talking about. So it's time to prioritize what is the priority in real life. Is it you? Is your alignment with source and what you actually really want? Or is trying to build this tower again on weak foundation, or trying to avoid the fall of this tower, but eventually it's gonna fall? Now we have the children card. The children card for me can mean millions of stuff. I mean, you guys are thousands. So either you're dealing with children, you are a mom or a dad, or you are involved with a person where you have children in. And so the situation right now is calling you to prioritize on your children rather than a relationship itself. If the relationship is falling, try to understand what is best for your children. Obviously, for the youngest of you, the majority of you, the children card is more about finding again and healing your inner child and understanding that the pattern that perhaps you are attracted with this relationship or this career or this situation is a pattern that was actually triggered since you were a kid. So doing some healing work where you understand your inner child and what really happened and trigger that trauma will help you to prioritize and give you a solution in the present moment. We also have prayers and contemplation. Your spirit guides are desperately asking you to connect with them, because prayer, and I even channeled it in the Angel Oracle book, it's not a way to worship a god. It's not a way to worship neither the angel. And it's so funny because when I channeled it, the message that I'm channeled says, in heaven, we need no worshipers. Because it's true. Prayers, it's about contemplation. Prayer, it's about communion with your divine self, because you are an extension of source, which is all that is, which is love. So connect with prayer and meditation, so you allow in the present moment to listen to this guidance, because it's coming very strongly. You're really not listening because you are too afraid to let this tower fall. However, whatever is your life or your situation right now by the time you're watching this video. But we also have good news. The good news is Mother Mary. Expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and have been answered. And this is like the philosophy of tarot readings in general. Like, it's so funny because sometimes, and I'm not talking as a psychic myself, but I've been to psychics, and they were like, oh, your spirit guides are telling you that you are having tons of abundance coming through. And in the meantime, a couple of days later, you lose money, you have a bill that you thought it was less and it's just a lot more. And it's just like, where is the abundance? Like, you're honestly having a tower moment. You're like, that psychic was crap, what she was talking about. Instead, she was right, because it seems like you're losing money. It seems like you're losing a relationship and everything is falling. But what is actually happening is that you're clearing your energy in order to have the space to have that miracle coming through. Your prayers always are being answered, but we are too limited sometimes in our thinking, and we think that, oh, it has to be that specific way, it has to be with that specific time. Sometimes it doesn't work that way. Sometimes we have to go through dark nights of the soul, tower moments, which is much it's not like a dark night, the tower moment, not necessarily, but we have to go to this dismantling in order to give space for the actual manifestation. And every contrast has to be seen not in a negative way, meaning negative, but as a catalyst for awareness. And every time that we are facing contrast, we know and we understand what we do not want in order to have faster what we want. Every time that I have a tower moment, I know it's time for an inner experience. It's time for transformation. It's time to understand and being conscious about what is happening. Because if I understand the contrast and I take advantage of the contrast, I can see that in reality, the miracle that I've been asking for, it's coming faster. Because I'm surrendering to the fact and to the facts in the present moment, and I'm allowing my soul to show me the way. And again, I'm going to give you the message. Light guides you where you're meant to be. Follow the light. Don't resist it. That is your message from your spirit guides that you were resisting to hear. I hope the reading resonated with you. And again, for private reading, the link is down below. Also for my tarot course and all my products. And please comment as usual so I can read your stories. Okay. Let's move on for those of you guys who choose panel number 2. What is the message from spirit guides that you are resisting to hear? Okay, we have the 5 of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. All right. Then we have the Amen, the Wheel of Fortune. Whoops. Somebody's want to go fast. Brilliant idea. Religious factor, faith, Athor, receptivity. And you have double discards. You also have Sarasvati, the arts, which is a very interesting reading on its own. I'm going to use the Angel Oracle book to have the first message from spirit guides, and I'm going to use it directly from my mobile phone. So what you have to do, either you think about a number or you just swipe like an oracle deck so you receive your message. I'm thinking about number 45 for whatever reason for you, so I'm going to look into it. It's very fast, so don't worry about it. Even though it's 400 pages, there are a lot of messages. So the message is this one. Water can purify your soul. Water has a consciousness of its own. It has memory. It is life. Use water. Allow water to fill you with its wisdom. Now, when we're talking about water, we're talking about purification, symbolically speaking. And then think about it. Our body, it's basically formed for the majority by water. So giving respect to water is spiritually very important. And there are also researches looking at the vibration of the words and music, how it creates a certain pattern, geometrical perfect pattern, according to the words that we speak in the water, in the crystallized water. Anyway, water indicates emotions at the same time, symbolically. So for you, we're dealing with a very emotional period, definitely. Your spirit guides are trying to tell you that even though you feel left out in the cold, you're feeling very emotional. This is again a lesson of surrendering. And I don't know why a lot of you guys are dealing with this right now. And I'm channeling this through over and over and over again. Perhaps being the Wheel of Fortune present, a lot of you are being dealing with changes and transformation, which we also encounter in group number 1. And the more you resist changes and transformation, the more you're going to struggle. Learn from masters. Masters surrender. They have like a magic carpet, spiritually, emotionally speaking, because they're not dealing, they rise above and they're saying, I decide not to engage with whatever is spinning around me, but rather I am staying in the stillness. And that's a form of enlightenment. The Amen, I always tell this also in my tarot course, that the Amen is an enlightened being, because he understands that being upside down, he finds his stillness and his bliss and his idea. He has his face is serene and he has an aura around him. In this particular card though, the aura is of color green, which we know is associated with the heart chakra. So in my perspective, and no, I'm not obsessed about love readings, but in my perspective, the people that clicked on group number 2 are dealing with some emotional pain that has to do with heart awakening. So whether it's a life path that you really love to do and it has to do with that, or it has to do with a relationship. Nevertheless, this is what I'm seeing. I am seeing that you are having a brilliant idea, a brilliant moment, that please don't resist it. Allow it to happen. And if perhaps you're feeling a little bit depressed, or you're feeling that a relationship is over or it's not working out, don't worry about it. Everything actually is going where it needs to go. But your doubts and your fears are making you resist the understanding of the message that the Spirit Guides wants to give you. And the Spirit Guides wants to give you, you're having brilliant ideas. Or perhaps being with this other person, this new person that came into your life, it's a brilliant idea. We send it to you. That's what I'm hearing. Now, we're also dealing with, on one side, we have Hathor. Now, for the ancient Egyptians, Hathor was the gods of love. So we're talking about relationship in my perspective. We're not. We're talking about music, because Hathor is the receptivity, yes, but it's also love and music as much as past. So, and then we have from Sarasvati, the art. So if you have a deep love for going back to singing, for music, or anything artistic, drawing also I'm seeing for you, it's time that you grab this opportunity. You're having a brilliant idea. Please put it into fruition and have faith that it's going to happen. We have faith. Remember that everything that you're doing, Spirit is saying, you're not just doing it for yourself. You're giving a precious contribution as a collective. It doesn't matter if you're going to become the next Lady Gaga or the next this and that. You're going to become the next you, and your contribution, artistically speaking, is precious. Don't think on an ego perspective. You have to be somewhere. You have to arrive somewhere. You're doing this as a vibration as well. And I like to point this fact, but I'm seeing that you guys are having a brilliant idea and your spirit is supporting you. But there is not only just resistance, it's like you're giving up on it. You don't believe that you can do it, but you really can. Perhaps if this is a relationship, this relationship actually can work out. Both of you are very artistic. You can help each other's career, maybe. If this is just about a job or a career, please put the effort on it. Some people, accordingly even to the astrological chart, the karmic depth number, or many other variation in their chart, their success arrives later in their years, because that it's a soul lesson that they have to learn commitment and patience. It happens. Like, I believe in the law of attraction, and when we become masters of our reality, we definitely can choose our destiny. But at the same time, the lessons of surrendering values also for spiritual masters. Actually, it's one of the first lessons that needs to be learned, is that you cannot control your life 100%. There are certain, like, you can. I'm not saying that you don't have power not to empower yourself, but go with the flow. It's very, very important, and that's something that you are learning to do. Now, also, we have the religious factor. For me, when I have the religious factor card, we're talking about long distance relationship, a relationship that have culture of problems, meaning perhaps you are coming from different religious background, but at the same time, I personally read the religious factors card as a spiritual connection. So for whatever reason, this person or these people came into your existence in this particular time-space reality, there is a deeper reason. Have faith that this is a brilliant idea given to you from Spirit, and be receptive about it. So this is the message that I'm hearing for you guys. The Wheel of Fortune always brings good luck and deep, unexpected change. So just be receptive to the change, embrace it, and don't resist it. And like the Yang Man, find the enlightenment through letting go, or at least the realization. Okay, this is what I'm seeing for you guys, and I hope the reading resonated with you. All my products are listed down below in various links, and comment also to share your stories. All right, let's move on. For those of you guys who choose pile number 3, what are your spirit guides trying to tell you that you are not able to listen to? Let's see. We have the 7 of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. We have the 10 of Swords, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. We have another 7 with the Chariot, 7. Teaching and learning. True love, this is the love of a lifetime. the separation card. I have 2 angel oracle cards for you. Then we have divine order, Lady Portia, and Freya, be bold. That's very interesting. A lot of interesting pile going on here. I'm going to read a message from the angel oracle book, and we're going to use my mobile phone to do it. So either you think about a number and choose the number of the page, or you just swipe and wait to see what page calls you. So I'm going to swipe because I prefer that. So I'm going to do this. Okay. So the message for you is, I allow myself to sing without judging myself, simply to give voice to my voice. I am my favorite music. Wow, I love this message. And by the way, no, I didn't wrote it. I channeled it. So I don't remember anything that I wrote down in this book. I actually even wrote it down. My roommate was typing it while I was channeling. I allow myself to sing without judging myself, simply to give voice to my voice. I am my favorite music. Exactly. You have been dealing with a lot of anxiety, but this is more. This is about betrayal, liars. This is about pain. This is about dark night of the soul. This is about stress. The 7 of Wands is you are still here though. You didn't give up. You're still committed to this path. You're still wanting to move forward. So it doesn't matter what really appear to be disharmonics, let's say vibrationally, you are actually on the right path. You just have to keep being consistent. Yes, for you, it's hard. I get it. But don't give up. That's the first message that I'm hearing. Keep sharing your voice. Your voice, indigo children, indigo adult, by the way, your voice is different from the crowd, and that's why it's needed. Every revolutionary, every genius, masters, enlightened person that have walked this planet shared a different perspective that was unique, and it's because it was bringing light to the ignorance, let's say, or the asleep, or the how can you say that, or the convention. You're somebody that breaks the convention, but in a good way, because you want to build an experience for the collective that it's different. So whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You are on the right path, and you're going to have extreme recognition. Even moving or traveling is involved with the Chariot card. The success is almost here. And you will have to wait a lot of years, I'm seeing. 10, it's the manifestation. It's the end. I also say that in my tarot course. 10, it's always the actualization of something. So I'm seeing people that have to wait really a lot of years. Also, in terms of relationship, you have to wait a long time to find somebody that were actually a real soulmate or twin flame, or whatever, however label you want to use it, or just use the label true love, really. But everything was meant to be for you in divine order. It's because every experience of dismantling brought you a deeper realization of who you are, a deeper transformation. You were constantly transforming, constantly breaking the rules, breaking the convention. That's why I said indigo children for the majority of you. And you have to allow yourself to sing your own voice. You could perhaps even sing and be a musician. That could be true. Or perhaps Aquarius. We have Aquarius over here, Leos as well. I'm thinking about Leo more because I think you are learning to dismantling the ego, but at the same time you're a very charismatic person. But then the Aquarius nature, whatever it could be in your chart, it's because you're a visionary. You're here to teach and learn and discover something that it's not being discovered yet. And don't distract yourself. Be in the flow of that with the teaching and learning. Perhaps you are a spiritual teacher or a teacher of any kind, but you're just here to share your uniqueness, and especially has to do with the throat chakra, with expressing yourself on how you really think. Certain, maybe even spiritual rules are not serving anybody. Labels are not serving anybody on a greater extent. I don't know exactly what you're up to, but you're up to something, which could be massive or it could be in a microcosm. It doesn't really matter, but it matters that you really be yourself. Be yourself, unleash your spirit, be bold, because it's really time to make your voice to sing. And you have to fall in love with your music, because you are your favorite music. And I'm not saying this as in a selfish way, but I'm saying I appreciate my uniqueness. I appreciate my essence, and I'm here to give a great contribution to the planet. Great, not in an egocentric way, but because I value my time. I value what I'm saying. I believe in what I'm saying, and that's nothing wrong, which doesn't mean that your way has to be the only way for everyone, but your contribution is definitely important. That's why, keep in mind your ego. That's why I thought about Leo. Not Leo because you are a Leo and Leo are egocentric, but because Leo in astrology is ruled by the sun. Is the ruler of the sun. The sun in astrology represents our ego. That's the only. That's why I mentioned Leos. Okay, it's just because it's. I should have mentioned the sun. Okay, but that's what I'm seeing. But when the sun, for example, Leo, it's in the 12th house of spirit, is enlightenment with other conjunction and aspects, because it brings light, it burns that house, and it brings light to the unknown, to the spirit world. So think about it. Where do you want to stand? By the side of the ego, and you're not giving a contribution either to yourself or others, or you want to stand to the side of your soul, that it's here to share your music and your voice with others, that it's different. So that's why you struggled in life, because you have a very different perspective. Nevertheless, if you were here asking about relationship, there is separation, long distance between you and this other person, or you've just separated with somebody and you are going to meet someone. Keep the faith. It's going to happen. If somebody already predicted you this, which I am already seeing it, it is true. It is happening. You are definitely going to meet your twin flame or a soulmate, but it's going to be a challenge, because I am seeing that this person is completely different from what you expect. Even though I don't have that specific card, but the divine order card to me indicates a spiritual connection. Amethyst as a stone, the purple, the crown chakra, that's what it reminds me. And when we're talking about 12th house, the crown chakra, we're talking about the spirit world, the non-physical, the unknown. The non-physical, it's not that doesn't care about the physical, but it's beyond. It goes beyond physical aspects. It goes beyond, it's just a vibration of the soul. So, I'm not saying that you're not going to like this person, but this person will dismantle a little bit of your ego, because it's still needed for you to embrace even more your path, that it's of greatness, your path of teaching others certain type of stuff. So in order to do that, this person will be a shocking revelation, but you have to allow these things to happen. And if you're just staying in your room, afraid to speak your voice, afraid, if I say this online or if I say this and that, people are going to judge me. But I'm going to have haters, I'm going to have this and I'm going to have that, or my family's not going to accept me. Listen, at the end of the day, haters, by the way, are just projecting their own thing, and you cannot be liked by everybody. That's the reality of the story, because you don't hold the truth of all. But you hold a very precious contribution. And why not share it? That's my point. That's my point. Don't be a God-given mission. Don't be the one that says, I am the only way. Be the one that says, I am here. This is my contribution. Who wants to benefit from this? Who resonates with this? And your tribe is going to find you. But your lover, I'm seeing twin flames for the majority of you, not because I'm obsessed with twin flames as a label, but for indicating that you're going to share the same life purpose, or this person is going to help you and trigger your life purpose. That will be the catalyst for this. The spirit is trying to tell you. And it's a person that perhaps you're not paying attention to, but it is him or her. Or it's coming very, very soon. Very soon, when Spirit says very soon, it could be even a year. Because for them, what I've noticed, time is really an illusion. So every time that I'm channeling, I'm like, oh, very soon it's going to happen this. Yeah, 6 months. That's their very soon. So have patience on that side, because very soon it's going to happen on a spirit perspective. timing. Let's say timing. So here's what I got for you guys. I hope it resonated with you. Comment down below to share your stories and let me know. All my products also are listed down below. My courses, the book, and everything. So now let's move on. For those of you guys who choose pile number 4, what spirit guides are trying to tell you that you're not paying attention to. Let's see what we got. We got the 4 of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. The King of Wands, Aries, Leo, or Sag. The 5 of Wands, which will be the same fire signs. Then we have Clairvoyance. It is safe for you to love. Ooh, Lord Shiva, Transcendence, very powerful card. And Lakshmi, bright future. Indian gods and goddesses, how beautiful is that? I don't know why. I am personally having tons of synchronicities about India. I don't know why. Somebody help me in the comment section down below. If you follow my Instagram, you probably know what I'm talking about. But never mind, we're talking about you. Let's see one message from the Angel Oracle book. What I'm going to do, either you think about a number and you just click on the page, or you just swipe and see what is your message. I want number 30, okay? So I'm gonna do 30 for you. I don't know why, but let's do it. Let's see what is the message. Okay, got it? So your message is this. There is beauty in what you called uncertainty too. Beauty is in the process of creating your own experience. Enjoy the process with eagerness. Enjoy. Wow, I actually really love this message. And no, I'm not saying because I wrote it down. I always say that. Please don't hate me. It's just I don't remember the message that I channeled. I was completely in trance. Anyhow, enjoy the process with eagerness. That is something that I was thinking about yesterday. So I'm really resonated with this pile as well. So we are in the same boat. It's like sometimes we are more worried about the outcome, to the point where we're completely losing the experience. And I was thinking in my mind, I'm seeing this picture of a travel for some reason. Let's think about that you're organizing a holiday with your friends, okay? And you organize it and you decide where you want to go, and you are on a plane or on a train, and there is all the experience. And then let's say you want to visit a beautiful temple somewhere, okay? And you arrive to the temple, you do pictures in there, you meditate, whatever you like to do. I'm just creatively creating this vision in my mind. And then the outcome will be seeing the temple, and that it's beautiful. You're there. But it's also you're doing the holiday and the travel because of the experience. When you're going to go back in time and remember that in your mind, yes, you're going to remember the outcome. Yes, you're going to remember that the temple was beautiful and that particular day and experience. But you're going to remember when perhaps you were about to lose the airplane, a little bit of an argument that you had. You're going to remember the challenges. You're going to remember the fun and the laughter and the excitement of the process. And it makes a difference. If we live consciously, what it means that every step that we're taking, we are present within the moment, consciously, in the process of arriving to the outcomes that we know we're going to get there. But it doesn't matter when and how. It doesn't matter to get there. What it matters is to be conscious in the process. That makes a difference. It aligns you with source, with your beautiful existence, with your beautiful perspective. And if you can, just enjoy and relax the holiday at its fullest potential consciously, you are just going to be in bliss. Always. You will always have a way back to your own source. And then, yes, the outcome. Yes, it's amazing. You were just there on top of a mountain looking at that beautiful temple. But wow, was the experience worth it to be conscious and present about? I think it was. And life, this is a metaphor of life. How much are you being conscious today? How much you're losing of the experience because you're too worried about the future that is not already here, or you're just looking at the present through the lenses of the past. Look at the present through the lenses of your awareness, of your consciousness. It will make a great difference. Anyhow, this is a message that I want to tell you guys because you have the clairvoyance card. So we're talking about people that are able to see with their psychic abilities. You are the psychic of the deck. Maybe you do tarot cards, maybe not. It's not every time correlated to that. You're an astrologer, perhaps. You are clairvoyant. You can see things that other people don't see because your third eye is open. So that's why I was doing that type of speech for you guys. Then we're talking about the Four of Pentacles and the King of Wands. This to me immediately caused me to, you're holding on to something. You're holding on to a man if you are in a relationship, or you're holding on to a stubborn behavior. Whatever is your sign, it doesn't matter. The King of Wands is an honest man though. So I see why you're holding on to this person. It's because this person, whether it's for career, your boss, or is for love, it doesn't matter what it is, what it fits. But I'm seeing a man, a dark-haired man. This man is honest. This man is the actor of the deck. I always call the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands so very charming. Leo, Aries, Sag. You have definitely this person gives you a lot of confidence, but at the same time, this person already served his purpose with you. And it's time to let go, because otherwise the conflict that are going to arise from this relationship, whether it's for work or whether it's for love, are just not going to be necessary. Spirit is like trying to tell you, it's okay, it's just time to go. Love equals through eternity. The love that you shared or the affection that you shared, it's going to remain there. This is ultimately an illusion, but it's time to go. If this doesn't resonate, it's because the King of Wands is you, so it's your energy, and your energy is very charismatic. Your energy needs creative expression, but at the same time, spirits are telling you, don't let the haters, don't let the competition drag you down. Stand strong in your throne, being that honest king, being that compassionate king. Don't let the competition, which is, by the way, it's out of fashion in 2019 in my perspective, but it's just mine. Hate me as much as you want on that sentence, but it's about a king, a good ruler knows how to share and knows at the same time how to be a leader, but not a dictator. That's something that you need to understand. So don't let the anger, the discussions, the arguments, whatever it is, to block your path, because you have a leadership path that it has to do with beauty as well. I'm seeing that you're very beautiful. Then we have, it is safe for you to love. It is safe for you to do whatever you are doing right now. If you are talking about a person, it is safe for you to let go of the person that you have to let go, because the Four of Pentacles is holding on tightly to something, to these pentacles. Release the energy. Be with the flow and embrace the fact that it is safe for you to love. Perhaps you holding on, it's not just about letting go of the person in essence, but letting go, Spirits is trying to say, let go on how this things needs to unfold and develop. Just be in the journey. Perhaps you're your only friend right now, and that's perfectly fine. If you're seeing with your clairvoyant ability that it's going to be more because you can see it in your dreams or however you're seeing it, fine. But don't let the outcome obscure the process, because it's in the process that the evolution is truly happening. Then obviously we have Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is a very powerful god. Lord Shiva dance with the world, dance with the universe and the existence. It's the powerful force of existence. Transcend whatever is happening. This is ultimately an illusion. Enjoy. This is like Lord Shiva, it's perfect because it matches directly this message of the Angel Oracle book, because it says, rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given, which will be the message that you're not listening to. Dance with the universe. Dance with the universe means I am dancing with the flow. I'm eager to enjoy the process, like the message was saying. Enjoy the process with eagerness. Enjoy. And when I'm thinking about enjoying this vibration, I'm thinking about just dance, have fun, be in the flow. It doesn't have to be committed yet. It doesn't have to be a certain way yet. Enjoy the journey. And then we have Lakshmi, bright future. I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. Stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. Stop worrying about the outcomes. That's the message for you guys. You are going to have a bright future. You are a natural born leader. You have a role of leadership for some of you. For some other of you, They are not telling you the outcome of this relationship or path because you're not meant to know it yet. Because perhaps if you would know it, you would change it. And sometimes spirit guides lie because they don't lie, but they avoid to tell you things, because otherwise you would change the pathways and your soul wouldn't experience what it wants to experience. This is a thing that your soul wants to experience. So it doesn't matter where the outcome is. The future looks bright. It's for your greater expansion. So don't hold on tightly to what you know. Release. Dance with the universe. Okay, this is what I got for you guys. Hopefully it resonated with you. All my books and all my products are listed down below as usual. And please comment so I can read your stories. Okay, thank you for all of you guys to be here with me today. Thumbs up, like this video, share it, and subscribe to the channel for having more pico cards and reading, and also to Neyah Insights to develop more your spiritual path and spiritual insights. Keep in mind, you're never wrong if you follow love. Bliss everyone.